Hello, it's April Winchester, J Bell Creations, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And I'm here to share a card with you that I really love. I love the colors. I love the stamp set. Yeah, anyways, as you can see in my little workspace here, I almost always have a sheet down, for like stamping off or some whatever. And this morning I was doing some creating and I decided to do some testing on here. And I'll show you some of the other cards that I made, as well as the card I'm going to show you today. But so today I'm featuring the Textures and Frames stamp set. This is from the Sale-A-Bration catalog right now, or brochure rather. So you can earn this for free with a $50 retail order in my online store. There's other items that you can earn for free as well. I'm also going to use the You're So Cool from the Sweet Ice Cream set. I'm going to use the black Baker's Twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. Obviously, we'll use some adhesive and cardstock and blocks and such. And remember that all of the dimensions for my cards are listed in the description below, as well as on my blog. So I don't usually share that on the actual video. I guess I can if you want me to, just let me know. I just find it easier to go back after and add that in. So to make the card, well, first let's show the card. This is the card that we're going to make. So to make this, we need some Bermuda Bay, a piece of basic black, a piece of basic white. I am out of regular basic white, so I've got the thick right now. I need to place an order. I have a smaller piece of basic black, a smaller piece of Bermuda Bay, and yet a smaller piece of basic white. Oh, and you know what? I didn't cut it yet. But I want another piece of basic white for the inside. So let's just go ahead and do a quick cut on that. That won't take long at all, as long as I can find a piece. And the colors that I used for ink are Fresh Freesia. I believe it was Fresh Freesia. It might have been Highland Heather, but I think it was Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, and Bermuda Bay. So these will be the colors that we will use. Let me go ahead and just chop up this piece real quick for the inside. I thought I had it done, but you know how things go. All right, so there's our inside piece. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold our card base, and just to get it done and out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And then I'm going to take the large white piece and the small white piece because I'm going to be doing the stamping on those. And actually I will stamp on the inside piece too. So I may as well pull that out. All of these have little spots, but I think it'll be fine once we stamp. So there's the inside piece as well. So I'm going to start with this little one that's like looks like a little like paint splatter. And I'm going to start in the darkest. No, I'm going to start in my lightest color. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, I literally dropped my ink pad on my chest, which got ink on my shirt. Good thing this isn't a favorite shirt, but it's still a shirt that I wouldn't want ink on. Ugh, that tells you how my day's going. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just stamp this all around and just kind of turn this in different ways. And I'm not going to do it too many times because I want space for my other colors. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fresh freesia away or aside. I'm going to clean off my stamp and bring in the polished pink. And I will stamp this all around. And we can come back in with colors if we feel like we need to. So let's go ahead and put the polished pink aside. And we'll pull out the Bermuda Bay. And like I said, I'm just kind of moving them around, trying to get them, these spots kind of all over the place. And we'll go there. And now I can just look and see if there's anything I want to fill in. And I could fill in like these, but I'm not going to leave it. I think at some point, sometimes it's too much. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and put my Bermuda Bay aside and bring back in my polished pink and my fresh freesia. With the polished pink, I'm going to do this frame, this like rectangular frame that is in that stamp set. And this will like pretty much just fit on this sheet. Now you could stamp it and then cut it down if you chose. I did that originally and then I decided I could do this like this. I don't need to cut it down after. So there's my frame. And then inside the frame, I'm going to do some fresh freesia of the paint splatters, but I want to stamp it off first. And I'm just doing a light stamp off because if you stamp it off too much, this is such a light color, you really can't see it. And I do want to be able to see a little bit of splatter in there. All right. And then I'm going to, on the inside piece here, I'm going to just go ahead and do a frame down here in the corner. And I'm just going to add some pink splatter in the middle. And this is separate, different than this, and it doesn't need to be light because I'm not putting any color sentiment over. I am putting a sentiment over that, which is why I want it to be light. And quite honestly, you could do just a bunch of stuff here, but I think actually I will add a little bit of splatter up top here. All right, I probably actually, yep, I'm changing my mind. I'm just gonna put splatter along the top. Okay, that's all. Or you can make it the bottom, either way. But this is what I'm doing. And I'm not adding the Bermuda Bay here because I'm gonna have like the Bermuda Bay outside. So let's just go ahead and add that right into the card. And I'm not going to put any sentiments or anything on the inside. I will save that for when I decide what to actually use this card for. So there's my inside piece. Now time to layer these pieces up. I'm going to first layer this piece onto its black mat. All right, I'm now going to layer this piece onto our Bermuda Bay mat. And then I'm going to layer this piece onto a black mat. And then this piece, oh, I forgot to stamp the sentiment. So this piece, I needed to put the sentiment on. Good thing I realized that before I put it onto my card. I'm going to use the black Stays On because I think it's nice and crisp. It's more crisp and opaque than the Memento, although I use the Memento more often for stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and put You're So Cool right inside there. And I'm just going to quickly close these up. Well, I say quickly and then it doesn't want to close. I don't know why, but I struggle with some of these. Most people don't. I just do. All right, there, those are closed up. Okay, now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to adhere this piece to my card base. And this is really a fairly quick card, and you know, you can do any color combination for this card. I did that and I shouldn't have done that. This is what happens when I am focused on the noises in the background. My youngest is making a ton of noises. He is kind of having a little bit of a hyperactive day today, more than usual. So let's see. Anyway, let's get our black baker's twine. Silly me. All right, now I'm going to wrap this around down toward the bottom, like mid-bottom, and I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And I crisscross it and then go in the center. You can do it how you want. That's just how I do it. I'll give it a trim. And now I'm just going to move these a little bit because I want them to be apart from each other so you can really see that there are 3 distinct pieces. Okay. Now, just because I want to make sure that baker's twine stays down, I'm going to use a little bit of my tear and tape. You don't have to do this part. It's just something that I tend to do sometimes. I wasn't doing it for the longest time because I was out of tear and tape. And then I finally remembered to order some, and here we are. All right. Now I'm just going to get this backing off. You can leave the backing on, but I figure may as well use the stickiness. I'm so sorry that you heard that beeping. That is my son's diabetes. That means that his blood sugar is too low, and I can't stop that beeping. That is something that I can't stop. I can't edit out. It is even if the phone was turned on silent, you can't get rid of it. So I apologize. And don't worry, my husband is with him, so he will take care of it. All right, so I'm just go right ahead and put my little sentiment piece over this center. Excuse me. There you go. That is the card. Now, there's my original. I hadn't put it inside in yet. And then I also, I was just, messing around with the stamp set, and I haven't made many yet, but here's 2 others that I made. I made this one. I used the rings and then the splatter inside the rings. And then I used this one. I used the frame like I did here, and then inside the frame I used the solid piece. Let me see if I can get the stamp set to show you. So I used the frame and the solid piece. I stamped off for the solid piece and then went full strength for the frame. This is a little messed up, my hello there, but I'm not too worried about it. And then, I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is the Shimmer Vellum in Pale Papaya, and I embossed that. I think it's with the painted texture embossing folder, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I colored some white baker's twine with the soft succulent Stampin' Blend, and that's my card. But I really like this stamp set. I feel like there's really a lot that you can do with it. And that's just a sampling. So remember, you can get the stamp set for free right now with a $50 retail purchase in my online store. There's many other items that you can get in the Sale-A-Bration catalog right now too. Let me just go ahead and show you really quick a couple. I don't have them all, but one of the things that you can get is this DSP. I think it's called Playful Playmates, and it actually coordinates with the Playful Penguin Place, sorry, bundle that is in the mini catalog. There's this bedazzling paper, which I really like. There is this counting sheep stamp set, and there's matching dies. I don't have the dies on hand right this second. And I know that there's some other stuff too. I just don't have it right here in front of me, but that's just a couple of the items that you can get for free when you place a $50 or more order. Some of those items, or not necessarily the ones I showed, but some, I hit that, sorry. Some of the items in general are $100 or more. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you all like my video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget that you can place an order with me online anytime by following the link in the description below. I would truly love to be your demonstrator. Talk to you soon.